What's the topic?
Alright.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Pick a letter between A and G.
I thought you were doing like those
We're
sad
doing
ones.
it again.
Okay. F, C, and A. Yeah.
Alright. Ready, Jimmy?
Woman, there's a guy at the bar. He's sitting at the bar with a drink in his mouth. He's staring at you with his eyes. He's begging you with his eyes. He wants you to peg him. That's right. He wants you to peg him. Do it, please. Peg me. I mean him, not me. Oh, peg him. No, that's not what it said. You're supposed to start saying. You're supposed to keep going.
Keep going.
Fucking shit. We gotta start over.
No,
Fuck it.
no. This is great. This is exactly where our podcast
fuck.
is. So.
I'm Keebler.
No, keep playing and just say it.
I'm Keebler. Your turn.
This isn't hard.
Go!
I'm Jimmy.
It's Brittany, bitch.
I'm Joe.
I'm Hake.
This is my favorite game.
And this is.
Happy Fun Town.
God damn, that was not.
That was
I thought
such
I
a
explained.
Sad opening.
I thought I explained what to do pretty clearly.
It was very clear.
You're a fucking idiot.
And then you just.
I know. You fucking looked. You were just staring at the computer, and I was like trying to signal you to start, and then you just.
I thought choosing those sad chords would make a funny start, and it being like a sad song, and then it was just like this weird, like
Song about pegging.
pegging bar song,
Fantasy.
and then it was just really, it was just sad chords.
Isn't it like scientifically proven that your asshole, like your rectum, can stretch up to like 7 inches?
I mean, I've seen some pretty big things.
I've seen. I've seen some crazy. I've seen some crazy videos. So yeah, I've seen some serial videos.
I remember that video.
I saw
Freshman year.
a
Yeah.
YouTube video, and the guy was talking about that, and he was saying like, because raccoons can like squeeze themselves into like 4-inch holes, so they're like technically a raccoon can squeeze itself into your ass.
That'd be fun.
I think the only way to test it out is on Kessler.
Yeah.
Kessler, drop your pants, please. Somebody find a raccoon. Can we talk about how we like literally every day in PE would watch E Fucked?
That's all we did. We would sit in the new gym.
We wouldn't exercise. We'd sit on the fucking bleachers.
We would
and,
talk shit on
and
everybody around us.
Kids thought
do
we were
weird
so
shit.
fucking weird.
We were the weirdest
I
people.
remember some guy coming up to us. I think it was. I'm not going to say the name, but somebody came up to us and they were. Oh my god! I don't need to say the name.
I don't remember. Tell the story and
Fucking-
I'll probably remember.
You know what? Fuck it, Alex. You don't have to bleep that.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucking love. I love him
Like
too.
someone's gonna know who that is.
It's whatever. But so he came up to us
Rhymes
and we were
with Alex. Kickers. I don't know.
kick her. But yeah, we were just watching. We were just like crowding around our phone laughing, and he was like, "What you guys laughing at?" And then we turned. We turned the phone to him. It was the video of the. I don't even want to say it. It's so bad.
What was it?
I don't want it.
Oh, fucking what was it?
It was the Finn boy.
What is it?
Do you remember Finn boy?
No. Oh, shit.
Dude, it was.
Oh, that video was so fucked up, man. Was it the one where it was that, like, very mentally disabled guy?
I mean, I don't know if it was mentally disabled.
No,
or
physically
just
disabled.
Physically disabled.
And, like, he was this, like, it was Flipper Boy.
Oh yeah.
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 He was like this guy in one of those rolly chairs, and, like, just kind of like one of those spazzy, like, I don't know what was wrong with him.
Oh my god.
He's
Naked or something?
naked, and he was, like, fucking a girl,
He was
right?
fingering a girl with.
Yeah.
He was shoving his whole like fucking flipper hand into her vagina,
And she was on the phone too. She was talking to somebody on the phone while it was happening, and that was what was
Nothing
so
was
funny.
affecting her. There was no pleasure
That's
in
what
that
was
vagina.
so funny to us about it. She's just sitting there on the phone, and so we turned this video to Alex, and it's just this fucking flipper guy, and he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? And he walked away, and I felt so weird. I was like, I thought he'd laugh, but no, he just thought it was.
He usually laughed at our stuff.
Yeah, we were fucked up teenagers.
Being in-
We're different people now, by the way. I don't
Well,
want
it's still
people
the
to.
same.
I mean, we still make fucked up jokes, but we're less. We're less mature.
We're less mature.
We're less mature. We're I guess we're still pretty bad, but
We're pretty bad.
but we're ashamed of it now.
We're way better than what we were, that's for sure, but we're still pretty bad.
Yeah.
We're better, but also my like comedic timing and like just sense of humor has gotten so shitty. I'm like not funny anymore
That's not
at all
true.
to most people.
That's a shame.
I used to be fucking on it all the time when I was around you guys, and now I fucking suck. I said something to the creek the other day, like nobody was listening. I don't have the floor anymore. Like nobody was fucking listening.
Nobody respects me anymore.
And I'm so glad because it was like, you can't do that anymore, or just something fucking dumb that made no sense. And I was like, I looked at Dylan and I was just like, that wasn't funny, right? And we were just like haha.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot where I'll just say something and in my head I'm like, this is going to make them fucking roll on the floor laughing, and it gets nothing. And I'm just like, wow.
And then you just
This
get
hurts
quiet
really
for a
bad.
minute.
I remember the story you told us about how you were jerking off in your bathroom, standing up like over the toilet, and you came and you said you like just kind of blacked out when you came, and then you came to while you were just still standing there, and then you looked up at the ceiling and there was cum on the ceiling.
That's cool.
No, okay. I
Or
remember
was that the other guy? Was that the dead guy that told that story?
That was him.
I
But
think
I
it was
have one
him.
like that. I was jerking off on the toilet, and as I did often, I don't I barely jerk off anymore. I jerked off twice yesterday, and that was like the most I've done it. That was like the first time I've done it in like a month and a half, or month at least. But I mean, I used to jerk off like 3 or 4 times a day. So like when I was doing that,
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah, at least twice.
Dude, I always think that I'm like really, really bad with that, and then I hear some people say like,
How
"Oh,
much do
I
you do it?"
like maybe once a day."
Yeah, I did it every
Like at
single
night
day.
before
I
you go to
never
sleep?
miss.
Yep.
If I did, like the
that way
next
too.
day would be like huge.
I usually don't miss.
I was that way too.
That sounds it sounds like I'm bragging. I usually don't miss.
Guess they never miss, huh?
Oh man, that's a
Fuck up, dude.
God damn.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
That's a dated reference. Holy shit.
But you sit on the toilet.
Yeah, but I would always I would come home from school and like
Wait, you would sit on the toilet?
I would sit on the toilet. I would probably shit first, so the bathroom would smell fully like shit.
Shit while doing it?
Oh yeah, and like
Stimulate that prostate, boy. Wait, so hold on.
Ugh.
Were you
I'm gonna get fucking grossed out right now.
So wait, you shit and then you didn't wipe your ass and you
No, okay, so I was shitting on the toilet. I'd be done shitting, also
On the
looking
toilet,
for
not
something
in
to
the
jerk off. Also looking for something to jerk off to while I was on the toilet with shit in my butt cheeks.
fucking shit.
And then I'd find that thing and then be like, well, I'm not gonna wipe my ass and then sit back down in the stink and jerk off. I'm just gonna lose the boner. So I would just jerk off and then wipe the cum and then wipe my ass and then leave. And the cum would be on the floor every time. I would always jerk off onto the floor.
That's so much work. Fucking connotation.
No, but then I'm looking at my shit.
Flush.
No. I haven't done this in like 4 years. It's been so long. But like there would that area, and I never cleaned my floors. I didn't realize how bad my depression got until I was like not depressed anymore, and I realized I was unable to clean shit because I didn't give a fuck about my area. Like there was trash everywhere. I never swept my floors. The amount of cum that was probably on those tiles in my bathroom, it just probably just caked on there. Now I fucking sweep for it every 2 weeks, sweep my floors all. I'm not depressed anymore, so I can actually clean my areas. But like back then, I would just like wipe it off with fucking toilet paper and then throw that on top of my shit and then wipe my ass and then be like, I'm done. Time to go fucking watch The Office again. Or something. I'll go get horny over Pam and then overeat all night.
Oh my god.
You come on the floor like a goblin.
A goblin comes on the floor.
And like the amount of cum I probably missed, like that shit on the wall, like I could have just not looked, and that would just been on the wall for my fucking like dad to go in and be like, I'm gonna pee, and then he just sees my fucking load just dripping down the wall.
It's on the edge of the toilet or something.
That boy ain't right.
He's like, what is that? And he puts his finger on it, like to test what it was.
I have a vague memory. I can't piece it together right now, but I know I accidentally left like half a load on the toilet once, and my dad saw it. I don't remember the whole story because it was like freshman year.
That was my biggest fear because I used to always jerk off into the toilet, and I would get it on the toilet seat, but I would clean it up. But I always feared that like maybe I missed a spot, and then like my sister would walk in and be like, "What the fuck is on the toilet seat?"
And then she'd be like, "This is Dylan's cum. I know this is."
My dad almost barged in when I was like in the middle.
I
of that
recognize
kind of
this guy. No, that's too far. That's a
I
bad
think
joke.
I told you guys
Bad
the story
joke.
how my dad barged in while I was like jerking off.
Totally,
Or like,
totally, yeah.
okay, so
Totally,
like,
yeah.
oh shit.
Oh, it's gonna be an awesome sound.
So like, back when I was like jerking off pretty regularly, I have like a separate laptop that I use for like all this kind of shit. Still have it, by the way. I don't even use it anymore though. But
The depravity of
yeah, the fap top, all the shit that's on that thing, all the shit that's on that thing is so bad. If I die, like throw that thing away. Like don't even look at it. Fucking incinerate
Get rid of it before you die. So.
Yeah, fucking no, I'm gonna keep that shit.
It's
memories.
novelty.
novelty.
I'm sentimental.
But
Look at it.
no, I don't even touch that thing anymore.
It's covered, it's stuck closed. Full of
Yeah, pretty much. So I would, the way I used to like jerk off was I would like turn on the shower, jump out of the shower, turn on my laptop, and just sit on the toilet and like jerk off. The way my bathroom works is there's a door on the outside, inside the house, leading into the bathroom, and then there's another door like on the outside leading to the outside, because it's like when you come in from the pool, you can go in through the bathroom and do all that shit. So apparently this outside door was unlocked, and my dad got the bright idea to like scare me in the shower or whatever because he thought I was taking a shower, and here I am like jerking off on the fucking like toilet like.
Was there no lock on the door?
There is a lock, but it wasn't locked at the time. Like we just didn't lock it, I guess, because I guess somebody was swimming and it just wasn't locked. So my dad got the bright idea to fucking try and scare me. And here I am sitting on the toilet like jerking off, and I see his like shadow because there's a window on this door. I see his shadow come up, and then I hear him like as he's trying to enter. He gets the door open about like almost a third of the way, and I was like, I just slam it shut, and he's like, "What the hell was that? What are you doing? You're supposed to be in the shower." And I was like, I had to take a shit. Like, he's like, "Well, why did you do it before the shower? Don't leave the goddamn water running." So my dad got like super pissed, and like there was porn on that laptop pulled up and everything, and fucking blaring, and yeah.
Who's an attractive man to you, Jacob? Like actor wise.
You know what? I'm not like I'm bi, but like I don't really like go for.
Well,
I definitely don't go for guys romantically, but
well, I'm just saying, like, who, like, out of the
Yeah.
actors, who do you think is like the most attractive?
I think like Michael Cera is an attractive guy.
You know who I like? Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy who played Roderick in
The good
Diary of a
The
Wimpy
good
Kid.
Diary of a
Yeah.
Wimpy Kid. Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about?
He's an attractive guy.
Who's that little fucking like twink boy
Twink
that's
boy.
been on Saturday Night Live?
The guy
Oh.
who looks like he's been up on cocaine for like a week, who dated Ariana
No,
Grande.
not
Fuck
him.
him.
Pete Davidson.
Not Pete Davidson.
I would
Pete
power
Davidson's
fuck him
ugly.
just so he would cry. I fucking hate Pete Davidson.
Dude,
What's
yeah,
up with
fuck
the
Pete
hate for him?
Davidson.
Like I've never actually.
He's not because
He's
he's
not
fucking
funny.
he's not fucking funny. He got on SNL because he fucking knows people. He's been in comedy for like
I like how
now,
Tess is like,
now it's been like
preach, sister, preach.
now it's been like fucking 8 years. Every other comic fucking know. I'm not
Jacob's going.
speaking like I'm a comic, but like fucking I know people agree with me. They just don't want to say it because he's way above everybody because he got fucking lucky. Everybody else puts in like 10 to 12 years to really make it.
Yeah.
Any good comic, really. They all They all say you're not good, and like after like 10 years, then you start to get it. Which to me, that's way too fucking long. It seems really fucking not worth it. But he did it for like 2 years, and he was getting comedy specials on Comedy Central. Yeah. Like he probably had like fucking HBO shit. Yeah, he was way above everybody, and he didn't fucking deserve it. And he's not funny, and he just plays the same fucking character. I hate him. And my girlfriend is attracted to him, which makes me fucking hate him more.
I think he's like
which is not a real joke,
unconventionally attractive.
But who I was originally talking about is Timothy Chalamet.
I was gonna say like
he's too. I mean, he looks
like a mixture of all those like cute like
Who?
Michael Cera,
Timothy
Ezra Miller.
Chalamet.
He's like a fucking just jumble of all those like cute altish
boys.
guys. Yeah, and he's. I hate him. I hate that they cast him in the new Dune. I hate that he's in everything. He's playing fucking Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah.
Like in his like Greenwich Village days, like 1962. Like fuck that. I don't want to see another fucking Bob Dylan biopic to begin with, and then not fucking Timothy Chalamet playing him. Ugh.
What do you have against him?
I just don't like him.
I don't like his face.
I want to see Call Me by Your Name because I saw some clips on it. It looks pretty good.
I watched Beautiful Boy.
Head shirt, so.
I'm interested to see him play Bob Dylan though, because I think he looks somewhat like him, and he's a good actor. So
I just hate his like dumb cunt blank face because he makes it in almost every movie he's in. He just sits there like.
What's his name?
Timothy Chalamet. Kessler's trying to figure out how to spell Chalamet.
He also spells Timothy weird.
Yeah, he spells Timothy weird too. Weird. It's got 2 E's at the end. He's like, this is too confusing for me. Who else?
Young Mark Hamill.
There's nothing that sticks out to me about him.
Well, not movie stuff. Henry Rollins.
Really?
Of Black Flag fame. I'm fully attracted to Henry Rollins, along with Iggy Pop, back in like '69.
Iggy Pop.
Yeah, Iggy Pop.
Wiry, but like Iggy Pop's cool.
He looks like a leather saddle.
Obviously, yeah. Now, yeah.
Well, back then too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's always
pretty. Bowie, yeah, Bowie.
Was
Morrissey.
until he died.
He wasn't hot until he died. Yeah.
Morrissey has like a fucking. Dead
Morrissey
rat
was an
on his
attractive
chest.
guy.
He's got like a dumbass fucking pompadour, and he's like.
Yeah, but like fucking '80s, he was an attractive guy, dressed cool.
You don't like pompadours?
No, pompadours are shit.
What are you talking about?
Dylan's like deeply offended now.
Dylan's like, I was gonna grow a pompadour.
Yeah.
I like Morrissey's pompadour. I get like the.
Yeah,
I don't like the.
Because it's not
over.
full like fucking Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of '80s hardcore punk leads are attractive to me. Henry Rollins.
They're too sweaty and macho for me.
Yeah, I just think Henry Rollins is like an attractive guy. And he has cool tattoos.
He's attractive. I feel like he's more attractive now to me.
Yeah.
Than he was before.
Yeah. He's
like
all around. I just have like a man crush on Henry Rollins because I think he's just a really, really cool person.
Yeah.
If Henry Rollins was like, hey man, I love what you're doing here. Would you want to come backstage with me? And he brings you backstage, and he's like,
I have to blow Henry
Yeah,
Rollins.
blow
I don't think
Henry-
so. Because I feel like he doesn't.
Why don't you come and sit
shave.
on my lap, bro?
Oh, if Henry Rollins made me sit on his lap. And if Henry Rollins just treated me like a fucking bottom, like I just feel so uncomfortable.
well, I mean, you definitely wouldn't be the top. To Henry
I wouldn't. I could not
Rollins.
fuck Henry
Well,
Rollins.
yeah. What if he was like, "You want to fuck me?"
I could not listen to him sing "My War" ever again. Like just angry, and then
You're fucking him and he's-
fuck that guy.
You're fucking him, and he's doing like grunts from My War.
Imagine pegging Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, he's gross.
All like 5'8" of him. Just fucking
He's shorter than that. Glenn Danzig's a bottom.
He's totally, dude, Glenn Danzig is totally into getting like pegged by like women and men. Just like
He's
anybody.
a dominatrix guy. He loves dominatrixes.
He likes getting his nipples pinched by fucking
Oh man,
tweezers.
I love all the edits of Glenn Danzig. Why did I say like
Danzig. Glenn Danzig.
of him like being super short. Oh, it's great.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I was like, out of curiosity, I just want to look up how tall Glenn Danzig is. I think this is a joke that somebody did. It says he's 5'3".
No, dude, I think he's that short. Then where does it say that?
Oh man.
Because
I
he's
just
shorter than
searched on
5'8".
Google.
He's like a very short person. Because like 5'8's like a little below average, or
He's taller than me.
is it?
I'm 5'7".
Really? I mean, it's like not tall,
Oh.
but like definitely not like the first thing you notice.
If he's shorter than Kessler, that's fucking incredible, and I would love to meet him in person just for that.
Glenn Danzig is 4 inches shorter than Kessler.
It would ruin the Misfits
I'm
for me.
literally picturing it in my head, and I'm like, how can anybody be that short?
He's like,
Like Danny DeVito, yeah, but that's Danny DeVito. Fucking imagine Danny DeVito being in the Misfits.
Do you guys know who? Do you guys know the band Typo Negative?
yeah,
I've heard of them, but I've never
You
listened
know
to
the
them.
like the guitarist or singer in it, Peter Steele.
yeah.
So, fucking apparently he was hung. Like Peter Steele had like a 10-incher.
How do you know this about?
Oh,
It's a known thing.
You
He
said
did-
hung, and I was like, oh my god, they fucking killed the guy.
He died. Peter Steele got fucking lynched.
He got lynched by his dick.
That took a turn.
No, but he did like Playgirl or something because he was like a heartthrob for like fucking goth alt
Little
girls or
punk
whatever.
goth girls.
Yeah. He apparently like we seeked out pictures of his dick. He had a huge dick,
Damn.
but we were in
Can I
Target.
find it just
Can
by
we?
looking?
Yeah.
It takes a minute, but you can find it. Yeah, because he did like Playgirl. So
What's his
like
name?
Peter Steele.
Put
with
in
an E at
Peter
the end of
Steele
Steele.
cock on YouTube or on Google. YouTube.
No, but like he did, and this was post Typo Negative fame, so people knew who he was.
Yeah.
And like he was in the magazines, like fucking showing his dick or like having a girl.
You gotta
on his
pay
arm
those
or
bills,
something.
man.
Like I don't
Your
think
band's broken up. I fucking gotta pay those bills.
it was about. It was like the 90s or something, or the 80s. Did you find it?
Did you find it?
First link I click on, I'm met with this photo of him like
Yeah,
in
there were
bed.
terrible photos.
It's just
Oh my god.
It's just him like holding his cock out of his jeans, just pointing it at the
Giant
window.
dick. But we were in Target and Danny was buying underwear and we were talking about this and I just looked it up while she was just looking through stuff and an article came up and it was like called Top 10 Biggest Dicks in Metal. And fucking apparently every
By Rolling Stone.
fucking
I just found that.
Yeah.
Same exact link.
read it off in 1 second. Apparently every fucking like famous metal band lead just as like fucking 10 inches hung, like just, and where did this information come from? It's not true. It says like Zach De La Rocha of Rage Against the Machine, who's like 5'9", he has like an 11-inch dick or something, and like no he doesn't.
You
None of
big
these
dick
numbers
liar.
make any sense.
They're way too big.
But let me read them off. Tracy Gunn of LA Guns, 8.5 inches.
Like maybe
Right.
there's some
Why
eights
is
out there.
Why is he the one that you're like?
No, just 8.5. Like those happen. You don't see a lot of who has fucking 10 inchers.
Like on this list.
I mean,
No, there's like
Oh.
a 11 or 12 inch on that list. Like, but people, you don't see those in life.
But the thing is like they say.
And it's not like I see a lot of dicks or
They
something.
say that Peter Steele has an 11-inch dick. This doesn't look like an 11-inch.
Exactly, dude.
This
That's
does
a
not look like
8-inch at
They have
most.
pictures
Like
with it, too?
it's not that
No,
fucking
they don't have
big.
pictures.
I think we have to do our own research and track these guys down.
I think we
and
each have to suck off every metal
Yeah.
lead.
That's the only way to know. We can have
Yeah.
a deep throat competition.
But like, oh, just so happens every fucking metal singer is hung. I don't think so.
Yeah,
And
it's
I don't
just
know
like
where
it's
they're
just like
getting
an
this
article to
information.
like get those like moms who are trying to relive their glory metal days to click on and be like, oh man.
Singers, they wrote this article just so they can fucking.
They were like, Zach, how big are you? He's like 11 and a half.
I'm fucking 11.
Dude, fuck Rage Against the Machine and all of their fans.
Dude, I was listening. Okay, so I was at that emo night thing the other night, and they played a Rage Against the Machine song.
Did
and I
all
was like,
the rich white
dude,
people like
people-
"And I won't
All
do
the TikTok kids.
people were fucking just like swing, like arm swinging, like windmilling each other, like just to like a recorded song.
That
But,
happened like the second concert I ever went to
When they played Ace of
they
Spades.
played Ace of Spades.
That was cool.
And that was
That was
insane.
cool.
That was
That
insane.
was the craziest
I was
thing
genuinely
ever,
scared.
and it was a recording of a song.
I was genuinely scared because it was just as the
Horrifying.
main band was coming on and they were just playing songs. And so everybody was down in the pit, including us. And we were just standing there waiting for the band to come out, and I was standing like away from where the pit was gonna be because I was like, I don't feel like pitting right now. I don't think I'd ever pitted at that point in my life.
I can't wait to pit again.
And so I was like, okay, I don't want to pit right now. I want to wait till later. And then fucking Ace of Spades comes on. Everybody looks at each other. They're like, oh, and they start, and the entire crowd started pitting. And I'm like, fuck.
This was a couple months after Lemmy died.
It was
not so like too far removed from his death.
So everybody was freaking out about it.
Everyone grieved.
Everybody was sad moshing. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get fucking trampled right now.
It was horrifying, and there was nobody on stage.
Yeah,
it was just a recording of a song on the fucking venue speakers.
I remember it was completely dark because the lights came down. The band was gonna come in, but there was one light. There was one light going across the crowd, so we're just mostly standing in the dark. And everybody, it's like I was like in a crowd of zombies. I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Can't even see.
And it went on for like more. Like they just played other like different songs that nobody really cared about, but the mosh pit just kept going. And I was like, can we stop? I'm like, I've never pitted in my life. I'm scared. Can we stop?
Dude, the first time I ever went into a pit, I was with Jimmy at a Stifle Fingers concert. I had never pitted before, and I was always just scared of it just because I'm like a small person and there's like big ass people in there, like I'm gonna fucking die. And so finally, like, it was a combination of my dad drunkenly, like, kind of pushing me in and Jimmy dragging me in. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll go in the pit. And literally the first...
Was I at the show? I don't think so, because I don't think I met your dad before we started hanging out again.
No. But so, the first step I take into the pit, my shoe falls off, and I eat shit on the ground. And I will say, in a pit, it is... I like how, like, even if someone falls on the ground, everyone just pitch
like immediately.
Yeah.
Fucking my story was fucking bad. I was pitting and I fell, and this gigantic guy fell on my legs. And so I'm like, well, I literally can't get up. I can't move. And so people are grabbing me, trying to pick me up. I guess they just don't see the giant man on my legs. They eventually get me up, and my shoe comes off underneath the guy. And we never found that shoe. I had to walk, we had to walk blocks from the venue to get into your mom's car. And I was just walking through wet grass in my sock. And I was like, this is awesome.
The way to do it was wear high top shoes and lace them tight.
Yeah.
So you can't like get flat tired when you lose a shoe. And then
I wore the exact opposite. I wore slip-on shoes.
Slip-on. And don't wear stuff that people can like grab onto too much.
Yeah.
And then cover yourself in butter right before the show. But
and then
that's the most important one.
Completely shirtless. Dude,
I fucking hate guys who take their shirts off. Like no, like
remember that
I'm sure they're like
suicidal tendencies fanboy who would stand on the outside and push girls to the ground.
Yeah, fucking
Fuck
asshole.
That guy. He was at every fucking show, and you'd have to avoid him to not fucking get a concussion. And he would just stand there and just make everybody.
And didn't he always have his shirt off too?
He would probably had a fucking suicidal tendency shirt on.
I feel like I've seen that guy before.
With his blue bandana, like he's fucking Mike Muir of suicidal tendencies fame.
Remember Fashion Punk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the most flashiest person there, cause.
And we always saw him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a name for him, so.
Fashion Punk. And then his friend would just wear like just gym shorts and a gray T-shirt.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest combo.
It looked out of place.
Not trying to shit on him. I like his clothes, but we just called him Fashion Punk.
I mean, that's how I looked in fucking 7th grade.
Then there's Dreadnought.
Dreadnought's fucking scary. The gigantic man with blonde dreadlocks who always wore like the deep red cut off shirt with the cut off sleeves. I think it was like I think it was a Suicidal Tendencies shirt too. Is that the same guy who pushed people into the pit?
Like the guy who pushed people down looked like the singer of fucking Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he fucking had the blue bandana that covered his eyeballs, the fucking Suicidal Tendencies hat with the brim upturned,
the cholo shorts,
fucking Converse, like fucking just blasting Institutionalized into his headphones at another concert. Like
that's the only song
he couldn't listen to anything but Institutionalized.
It's like I don't want to listen to JFA right now. Only Suicidal.
But yeah, Dreadnought was scary because he would always pit. He would always be in the pit, and he's a gigantic man who didn't really hold back. Like, he fucking hit you. Not like punched you, but like he fucking rammed into you.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to avoid him, please.
But yeah, I never got too injured in the pit. 'Cause it's like not that dangerous. Like, I know people like break their arms and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, that guy like had a seizure. But like, it's not that bad. But one time at that Stiff Little Finger show, it was like the House of Blues Hollywood. It was like right on Sunset, like right in the heart of like LA. And it was like one of the last show. It was like the last month of that venue being open, and it was like I think the first House of Blues.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but like, and you know who was at that show? Who fucking sucks? Oh, what was her name? It was
Aaron McLeod.
Aaron McLeod.
Oh.
She's fucking
Shit
everywhere.
on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to talk shit on her because she fucking deserves it. She sucked.
She's
Didn't
got
she have
massive
fucking?
tits though?
She's hot, but like,
who's this bitch?
who cares?
Who is this bitch? God damn.
This is like a 30-year-old punk model. Her name
Yeah,
is Aaron
and she
McLeod.
just capitalizes off of like punk clothing. But at this show, it was like one of the last songs, and like the pit fucking sucked. It was like me and like some 40-year-olds, and just like pushing each other around, and I slipped on like a puddle of beer, and I landed on my elbow took the fall, and I was like a fucking 230-pound guy at the time, so my fucking elbow just takes all of that, and then for like 2 months my elbow was fucked up. It hurt all the time. My dad and my uncle saw, and like everybody fucking saw, because like it was like me and a couple guys in the pit. But that was like the most I've ever gotten injured, but not bad.
I had like a full beer can thrown in my head.
I had a trash can thrown at my head. A whole fucking trash
Remember
can.
when Jimmy punched that drunk guy?
I had a
That was great. Have we told that on here?
lesbian punch me.
I don't know. We probably have, but we can just tell it again.
What?
You punching the drunk guy?
Okay. House of Blues Anaheim. Go downstairs into parking garage. Me, Jacob Dylan. Drunk
You're telling me like a 4chan story.
The
drunk
green
man-
text.
Drunk man.
Be me.
Be me. Wear a bowler hat. Drunk man take bowler. He was just like.
He was trying to. He was
What do y'all
punching.
think of this
No,
show?
he was no. He
Oh,
was.
yeah.
He was fucking punching and kicking the vending machine, trying to get shit out of it, and we're just like, we were waiting for the elevator next to the vending machine, and he was just kicking it. And then what was the kid's name? Zev. Zev comes down with
The
his
14-year-old heroin addict.
with his
He's also a
entourage.
fucking Nazi now.
Is he?
Sucks.
Full blown Nazi.
His
Damn.
girlfriend was hot as fuck, though.
She
Yeah,
was
he
probably
fucked.
14 too.
So fucked.
Was she 14?
I don't know.
I
but
thought she was way older than him, but
she might. I mean, if he's 14, probably dating a 14. Unless he's just one of those guys who's able to
Remember
pull
their
fucking
band?
21-year-olds.
That we saw with Kyle's band, and me and you were the only people in the pit. What can we call it a pit? It's just us fucking playing around in the grass in front of like hot girls from our high school.
But yeah, Zev and his entourage
Zev and his entourage.
come down in the elevator and they start talking to the guy. And so we're like, okay, this is a good time to dip because this guy was kind of scaring us. So we start walking away. And fucking somehow, miraculously, the guy just shows up next to us again, just like drunkenly rambling. And he's like, at the time, Jimmy was like a full-blown droog punk. So he's wearing, a bowler hat. And the guy was like, I love your hat, man. I want to, can I have your hat?
We were right by the valet booth.
Yeah.
Like in the fucking lobby of like a nice hotel venue thing.
And so the guy just was like, fuck it. And he just grabbed Jimmy's hat off of his head and starts running away with it. And starts just running, and Jimmy is chasing him like in circles. And so we like approached the valet for some fucking, I don't know why I'm a fucking idiot, but I thought they were security guards. Even though they're wearing like fucking red vests and shit in a fucking parking lot. So I'm like, can you guys deal with this guy? And they're like, that's out of our jurisdiction, so
So no.
but anyway, the guy eventually gave up and was like, okay, here's your hat back. And then he goes an opposite way.
No, that's not what happens. He's like, fine, take your hat back, bitch.
And yeah.
And then smacks me across the face.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he throws the hat on the ground. He chucks the hat, doesn't he?
Yeah, because after I pick up my hat, I like look around to like hit him, and then he's like just gone. He vanished. And it's like, what the fuck?
But so we start walking away, and you're really mad. You're just kind of like fuming about it, like, fuck that guy. Oh, I want to hit him.
And so we're walking up the sidewalk, and he comes around the corner in front of us and starts
right there.
yeah, starts
And
walking.
he was startled when he saw us.
Starts walking towards us and like kind of like avoids eye contact, tries to walk past us. We're just like trying to ignore him too, but as he passes us, Jimmy's like, "You know what? Fuck it." And so we were at an addict show, and they threw beach balls into the crowd, and Jimmy had a beach ball. And so he's like, "Dylan, hold my fucking beach ball." And so I hold his beach ball, and he runs after the guy, and we're just all staring at him. He runs after the guy, like
Jacob throws
I throw a water bottle at him. I fucking pegged him, dude. Didn't I? Didn't I hit him?
no,
I didn't.
totally missed.
Oh man, I just very confident that I hit him.
No.
I pegged him.
They're good. We came back around. But
Let's just misremember that I hit this guy square in the face, even though he was running away.
yeah, he broke his nose with a Pepsi bottle.
Oh, that's what
crazy.
happened.
But so the guy Jimmy taps his shoulder, and he turns around to look at him, and Jimmy just fucking decks
No.
him.
Right before he texted me, he's like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." He was so sorry and scared.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm really sorry.
I'm
man."
sorry, man. And then he knew he was gonna get hit.
And he just punched him, and he falls to the ground, and
He was out in the bushes.
yeah,
Like in like banana trees and like bushes, and there were cars honking for us.
yeah, they're like, "Fuck yeah!"
They were like, "Yeah, man."
and we're running through the traffic, just running away from him because
We were in fear.
Did we fucking kill him? Like, let's get out of here.
That guy died. That guy passed away in the bushes.
Dude, if it turned out that he actually died, oh my
Because
god.
it was like right next to this giant drop off.
Holy shit, yeah.
Really
So, like,
hit his head.
I didn't even see him hit the floor. He could have just fallen.
I remember him slumped down in the
I
bushes.
remember,
He
like,
was
okay,
like,
that's good.
he didn't like.
He didn't fall down the
No.
stairs.
Actually, no, I remember
He was in the bushes.
I remember
but-
turning away as he was falling, so I don't even know what the fuck he landed in. But
Yeah, I just hit him and I ran off.
yeah, we just started
Then
running.
we like ran through cars. I felt so alive.
and then we waited.
felt
We
so
were
good.
waiting outside of that like Walgreens.
that was
waiting,
so weird.
waiting to get picked up, and then some two kids like fucking robbed the Walgreens while we were standing outside of
They
it.
like ran out with alcohol in their backpacks. And
Yeah.
there was like a to-go car behind Walgreens or
And
whatever.
a cop showed up and was like, "Oh, what happened here? Okay," and then walked away. Typical.
Oh, they stole $15 worth of liquor. Sucks.
Walgreens vodka.
We'll catch them. Oh my god. I drank cheese this weekend.
a 2 liter of cheese.
Joe's looking like he's passing out right now.
Done it a couple times already.
God damn. Joe is representative of the audience right now.
He is.
They don't give a shit. They don't know any of these. There's so much context left out for all of this.
Sev.
I mean, we met. He's
He's
14.
a 14-year-old heroin addict.
Yeah.
He's now a Nazi with a hot girlfriend.
I mean, his fucking Instagram name is like his name, and then like 1488, which is just that's the initials of Adolf Hitler, and then 88 is like a fucking neo-Nazi.
Isn't that Hail
For-
Hitler?
Yeah, 88's the
Oh, it is.
the 8th letter of the alphabet, which is H.
So it is Hail Hitler, yeah.
Hail Hitler, 14's the 14,
14
words. or
words,
whatever.
yeah. So like
Fucking
I know he has 88 in his bio, and like fucking so does Anthony, but like
That's a NASCAR thing.
apparently.
Or all NASCAR fans are just disguised Nazis, as if they were hiding it very well.
Remember when what was it like NASCAR? They wouldn't let you fly the fucking rebel flag at NASCAR events anymore, and everybody was like, "Come on, that's my culture,
Heritage!
come on!"
Even though it's like
What they were a 2-year. They lasted for fucking 2 years.
lasted 2 years, and it's also like this is something that stood against America.
They were against America. They wanted to secede from America, and they fucking enslaved other humans. And so did the rest of the country, but at least they were like,
This kind of
It's like me with jacking off. It's like, I shouldn't be doing this, but fuck it.
Y'all can have your freedom, but you're not going to our schools. We're thinking about getting like the group psychoanalyzed because it'd be a funny video.
Hire some fucking poor psychoanalyst to
Could
fucking-
your mom psychoanalyze everybody?
what does that entail?
Maybe.
Just like you're autistic, you have.
Well, no, but, like, what do
schizophrenia,
they-
you're-
What do they do to?
I think my sister can get a hold of tests like that.
Maybe it's just like.
I mean, you can do those online.
Yeah,
possibly.
but how accurate are those?
My therapist like does those sometimes to me. He's like, let's just check in with like your depression and anxiety, and he'll give me like it's like this like website that gives you like a score on like
You win.
Like the higher the number is, like
You're not depressed anymore.
something like that. It's like a test, and like it'll be like, how many days this week have you thought about not doing hygiene, taking part in hygiene? And I'd be like,
7.
twice, and then like get like 4 points for that or something. I don't know, but like we could do one of those.
Jim was like, I didn't shower for 3 months one time.
I didn't.
I can't believe that, dude.
How?
Oh my god.
When?
When I worked at Doctor Strange, I was just like, I don't want to shower. So I didn't shower for 3 months.
God.
I was having sex.
That's the place to do it, I guess.
Having sex.
Who with who? Who would have sex with you?
Amber.
Dude, my dick fucking stinks. Danny tells me my dick gets salty after like a couple hours after showering. I think dick is just salty.
I can't imagine
In
how
general.
bad you smelled because there are times where like you won't shower for a day, and I'm sitting next to you, and I'm just like, this is the worst thing I've ever put in my
But
nose.
it's also like it was winter time, so I wasn't as sweaty. If I did
yeah.
it during the summer,
Holy
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
that'd be really bad.
Wait. So Amber would still have sex with you
Yeah.
during that? Would she go down on you? Yeah. What the fuck, man?
I don't think
Oh.
she even noticed. Like,
Oh.
I don't think anybody noticed because like nobody said shit.
The fuck? Did you shave?
Like what?
Anything?
Yeah.
Did you shave your face?
Once in a while. Whenever.
Were you going through it?
Depressed?
No? Or well, I think everybody is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
Everybody is. I don't
Yeah.
think everybody's depressed.
Not everybody.
well, not everybody, but I mean, like, a majority of people probably are.
I don't think so.
No, they're not. That's just what I've been telling myself.
No, I don't think a
Um,
majority of people are depressed.
I mean, maybe, but
In our
I,
age group, I would say, yeah.
No, I mean,
Really? Oh shit.
I don't think so.
I'd say it's like half and half.
I think people joke about it a lot.
Okay, not a majority, but like, a little bit more than half.
I think a lot of people feel depressed sometimes, but as many people actually like have depression,
Yeah.
it's probably like just half and half.
Well, that's the thing. I've never been like clinically diagnosed, so I don't want to say yeah, I'm depressed.
You don't have to be like clinically diagnosed.
yeah,
with
like
depression.
you can
Like,
know,
Yeah,
but like
it's one of those
everybody gets
things
depressed.
like you can diagnose yourself with.
Everybody gets depressed.
I mean, like, if you actually like pay attention to what it is.
yeah.
If you're like,
If you pay
Oh.
attention to yourself and do research,
yeah, like,
and
oh,
like,
I find it hard to bathe and shower.
I've been doing
and
that a
dress
lot
like a
recently.
normal person.
Where like I've just been like watching shit like on YouTube, like describing different like personality disorders, and I'm like, holy fuck, that describes me exactly, and it feels so good to even like maybe know that they're like what exactly is going on with you.
Like, what is it?
I think I might have avoidant personality disorder.
What's that?
It's like it's kind of complicated to describe, and I've only done minimal research into it, but so it's like let me just like describe a small facet of it. So like let's say I'm in like a social situation, and like let's say I'm like at a party or something, and then some guy like comes up to me and like starts talking to me. My brain doesn't want me to like express myself accurately because I'm afraid that people will judge me and criticize me for who I really am. Christmas me.
I'm criticizing you right now.
That's literally not. It
sorry.
literally just happened right now. Like my brain will like make me stumble over my words and say weird shit just to get me out of that situation and make it as awkward as possible. Even though like, because I used to think it was just like social anxiety and like me being socially inept, but it's my own brain trying to get me from being real because I'm afraid. It even happens with you guys, and you guys are like the people that I trust the most with any of my feelings. But like I'll try to express myself, and it just won't come out right, or I'll stumble over my words. So I usually just try not to. But there's a difference because like I used to think, you know, I mean, there are people who just like don't want to talk and don't want to be in social situations, but like with people with like avoidant personality disorder, it's like you want to be social, you want to be in those situations, but your brain just convinces you not to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like, that's just a small facet of it. There's other things about it too, but yeah, that's like the main thing, I guess.
Do they suggest like anything to help like getting out of it, or do they just tell you?
God damn, did you hear that noise? I haven't done much research into like how to help it, but I've just like read into like what it is. And I'm
I think
like,
that's something like a psychiatrist would diagnose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking mental health is just so hard.
Yeah, the human
it's
brain is
different
very
from, like,
complicated,
person to
and
person.
Yeah.
and also like you might have shit like other shit mixed in with that.
Yeah.
Like I also have ADD. Like that's the one thing that's
Do
been
you?
like like actually diagnosed when I was a kid, when I actually had insurance and went to the hospital, went to the doctor. I mean, I probably have. I mean, I've eavesdropped on my grandma like years and years ago talking to my mom, and she was telling me how like when I was really young I was diagnosed with mild autism, and so I was like, okay, that's cool, I'm autistic.
But I mean,
For the memes.
Yeah, I can make memes
there's
now.
such a huge spectrum of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're like a fucking
Oh yeah.
autism.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
I-
that.
I don't think-
I'm
yeah.
not saying that.
I'm not saying it like, oh,
No, but you're not
sucks.
like a fucking.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing. Like I'm just digging myself a hole here. But you know, I mean, like
Yeah.
mild autism can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people.
And I think there's been a lot of like progress in what people think autism is. Like in just like a short amount of time.
Just mental health acceptance
Yeah.
nowadays is fucking crazy better than it ever
Yeah.
used to be. I would
Still
hate
needs
to
to
be
be
like
so
living in the
much better.
fucking 50s, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like I,
Send you to a psych ward.
dude, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I would have been
They give, like,
lobotomized.
if you're a woman, they just give you forced orgasms until you feel better.
Dude, I got so sad when I like in high school I learned that like in World War II, if soldiers got like a shell shock,
Yeah.
if they got that like in battle, they would just take you over and kill you.
The fuck?
Some I don't remember exactly what side. I don't know if it was America who did that, but there were times where like a soldier would just be like lying on the ground in the fetal position, just crying, and they would just be like, "Fucking bam, just fucking, you're useless to us now."
Goddamn.
I might have made that up.
You know,
But
what
I
is
thought-
a real story about World War II is Russia would send like their own people, like their soldiers. They didn't have enough guns to give their men, so they just said like run towards the enemy.
Human life is there's so little value in Russia.
But if you didn't run and you tried to run the other way, they'd said to shoot anybody that tried.
Fucking god! Imagine being in that situation. Oh my god.
Goddamn, dude.
Yeah, fucking. I wish I could just be like a normal.
I thought
like,
you were gonna say I
mental
wish you
life.
could have been in World War II.
Oh, like I mean, like I don't want to compare to like what I go through to like what other people go through, because like I know people go through some like rough shit. But like everybody's battle is their own, and I have a lot of rough days, and like I hate anxiety. Like I fucking have so much of it, and like it used to freak me out more, but like having a girlfriend brings up more anxiety, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like I think just taking on a whole like opening your life up to another like life, you just have a lot more stuff to think about, and I'm already a nervous case sometimes, so like I just naturally get anxious about a lot of things. And now I'm just learning to like live with it and just still enjoy my life and like be anxious. Like I was fucking like anxious for like a quarter of today. Like it's still a pretty good fucking day. And like most of the time it's like that. And like I don't know, I wish it wouldn't be, and it gets better. And like there's fucking times when it's just really hard and I'm having like horrible intrusive thoughts. And those are fucking awful. I hate that. But like I just fucking wish I didn't have it. At least I'm not depressed anymore. That's cool.
Hey.
But I'd rather have fucking depression. But I'm still doing. I sound like I'm doing terrible. I'm doing pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great year. A lot of good things have happened. But I just fucking hate anxiety, and I just wish that would go away. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. Goodbye.